I'm Tina, and today we're going to make pizza. My mom taught me how to make pizza, and I taught my children, and it's a great activity. What child doesn't like to play with dough? Spread some sauce, sprinkle some cheese, any other toppings that you like. We're going to use pepperoni today. All you need, and in addition to that, is a little flour, some oil, your pans, and we're going to begin now. Okay? Pizza is a great meal for lunch, dinner, sometimes even breakfast. That quick leftovers, grab and go. Okay, so we're going to start. First and foremost, what do you always do? You wash your hands. Before I wash my hands, because my hair is so long, I'm going to put my hair up. Nothing like finding a piece of hair in your food. Gross. And there goes my elastic. Cut. Yeah. Well, I have a new elastic. I put my hair up. There we go. Now it's time to wash our hands. Always use soap. Want to make sure you wash all sides of your hands. Okay, here we go. The next thing you want to do is make sure that your pan is stick-free. Most people have a spray. With the Pam is one popular brand. I do the old-fashioned way. Little good old EVOO. Oil your pan. And then you use a touch, sprinkle of your flour. Okay. Just get off the excess. And we're off. First thing you want to do is start with some dough. You can make your own dough. Takes a long time, tastes a little better, more fresh. I bought some from the store. You want to make sure that it's pliable. This is a little frozen, kind of hard, needs some more time. We're going to use this guy. First thing you want to do, let me set my pan aside, sprinkle some flour on your working space. Make sure it's clean, obviously. You want to pat it down. Using the palm of your hand would be the best. Depending on the shape of your pan, we are using a circle. So I'm going to work from the inside out. Flipping it over so that one side doesn't dry out more than the other. Then I get up and I pinch the edges to make that smoother as well. Then you put your hands in a fist in the center of the dough. As you're moving out, if you can see underneath, I'm spreading my hands. As I do that, I'm twisting the dough and spreading that as well. This evens out the spread of the inside of the dough, the center of the dough. Then we go back to using our hands on the outside, making it more even. In the pizza shops, you'll see them spinning it around and everything. I don't do that yet. Maybe someday, not right now. And again, I'm tugging the edges because it's not to my liking, so I want it a little bit thinner. My family loves the thin crust, so that's kind of what we're going for today. You can make any kind. If you want it thicker, you obviously don't spread it as much. And I suggest using a square pan for that, it's easier. You want to make a calzone or a pizza pie, as some people call them, then I'll show you what to do later. It's the same thing. Okay. When I get it just about the size of the pan, plop it in. Spreading it out, using your fingers to spread as well. After you have your dough spread into the thickness of your liking and shape, the next thing we're going to go to is your sauce. Being Italian, most people make your own sauce. Today there are many varieties in the store that come very close to yours. Just going to use mine. You spread. You always start in the center. I usually do 2 scoops, ladles full, sorry, inside out. I always like to use a little bit of the edges because I like to hold my pizza and I like crust. If you do not like the crust, you can sauce all the way to the edges. It's all up to you. This is a great activity to do with children. Children love to use the dough. I've gone into my child's classrooms. Each child had their own pan. Each child had their own way of making theirs and putting their own sauces. Next, I use plain mozzarella. You can mix your cheeses, any kind you like. Some have the Mexican varieties, the pizza varieties are all in the store as well. Okay. And again, I start in the middle and I kind of go outward. And I do sections at a time, making sure that I get all over the pizza. Okay. Next would be the time that you put on your topping. We are going to use pepperoni for half this pizza. I like cheese, I'm adding more. Okay. I'm drawing a line because I only want to do half the pizza in pepperoni. My opinion, every bite deserves a piece of the topping. Before we start, you really should have put on your oven already if I didn't mention that already, and I'm sorry if I didn't. You put it on 400 degrees, and we should cook these for about half an hour, 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to switch this little piece up there. Okay, and there you go. You have a great pizza pie ready to go. If you wanted to make like a pie-like, you only do half, and you fold the whole crust on top and you pinch your seams together. And then you sprinkle your cheese on top as well. Okay, in the oven we go. There we go. Can't wait for that. I'm hungry. How about you? Great. You always want to take a check. It's been about 20 minutes. You can see that the cheese is melting, the pepperoni's getting nice and juicy. And as you can see, there are some bubbles. That's okay. It's just air rising in between your dough and the pan. That's okay, and some kids like them because then they get to pop them. But this is not quite ready. As you can see, the crust is not golden yet. It's still a little yellow. Zoom. And we're going to give this about another 20 minutes. We'll check it in 10. Thank you. Well, time is up. A pizza, it looks really, really yummy. Done. Before you go in to take any pan or you go in the oven, always have your oven mitt. I'm using a cloth because I like to hold both ends together as such. When you take it out, see how golden and crisp it is? You want to make sure that you have your table set up, you have a trivet, or in this case, a towel. Okay? And there, you can come and see the bubbles. It's still going to cook for about 2 minutes to 5 minutes after you take it out of the oven. Keep that in mind so you don't burn your pizza. Make sure you always close your oven and shut it off. There's our pizza. After it cools, we cut it. You can use a pizza cutter, or I use scissors. I have scissors designated for only pizza. Okay? Thank you very much. And I'm going to go so I can have a bite of pizza. Bye now.
Go.
And there we go, all cooled and cut. Time for a bite.